The 4 levels of watch movements and why most collectors get it wrong. Most collectors assume that the more expensive a movement is, the better it is. But that's not always true. Sometimes a simple movement can outperform a luxury mechanical watch in many different ways. Let's break down the 4 levels of watch movement. At level 1, we have the quartz movement. Let's start off with a simple example. The other day, I was catching up with one of my friends. We're going out for a cup of coffee and we're just talking about how our day was going. And then I was telling him how I had to go change the battery for one of my clients' watches. Like, what watch was that? And I'm telling him, oh, it was a Patek. And then he was in shock. So his first level of shock was actually like, luxury watches actually make quartz movement? I'm like, yeah, of course. He thought all brands were all automatic when it comes into the luxury world. And this is not true. There's a lot of luxury watch brands that make quartz movement. So the AP Mini is another example. It's a quartz movement. It's not automatic. A lot of people assume because of a high price tag, automatically the movement is automatic. But in this case, he's like, oh, how much was this watch? I'm like, oh, $50,000. He's like, for a quartz movement, $50,000. Like, that's crazy, Mo. I'm like, yeah, well, if you want the automatic movement, it's like over $200,000. So he's like, no, the quartz movement is good. And the reason for it is because it's very functional. It keeps the time very accurate. So obviously with a quartz watch, again, it's a battery just telling time. It's very simple. But at the same time, it also makes the watch much thinner. So you have it's more thinner, more fashionable example for women's watches, and easy to maintain because all you need is just to change a battery after X amount of years. So this is the beauty behind the quartz movement and, as mentioned, the accuracy of it. At number 2, we have the entry-level mechanical watch. So this is my first entry-level mechanical watch, was actually an Armani watch. But here's the key thing. The feeling was more towards the Armani brand than the mechanical movement because I didn't understand much about movement. So for me, it was more about, Mo got an Armani watch. I'm like, oh yeah, it's automatic. So you get to see the functionality and it was cool. So here, just a fun fact, by the way, a lot of these brands actually Fossil makes all the watches for them. This is why it's an entry-level movement, very simple, but it is more focused to the brand. So when you understand the movement, this is like now you're entering to the world of understanding what mechanical movement is. Now, compared to the quartz, this is less accurate as a time. So obviously, after a few days or even a few weeks, I'm like, I realize the time's off. You do have to go adjust it. Again, this is an entry-level movement. So that's when it comes to entry-level mechanical watches. Now, here's a quick question for you guys. Which movement lasts the longest without losing accuracy? I'll tell you guys the answer in a bit. So now we're gonna go to level 3. In-house movement. So the other day I saw one of my clients and he ended up getting a Rolex Daytona. So he sold everything, all his other watches, and just wanted an in-house movement. Again, so the perspective here is when I went to deliver the Daytona to him, his eyes when he's looking at it, he's like, when you start understand the in-house movement and the research and everything that's like all the work that's done behind it, especially more towards the accuracy rate. When it comes now to Swiss movements, for example, the Rolex Daytonas and other luxury brands that have something called the COSC. So this is basically an accuracy of plus or minus 4 to 6 seconds a day. The watch is accurate. So for automatic watches, in order to get this COSC accuracy stamp, it must pass this test of accuracy. So if you want to call it, that's the game now of automatic watches. So before I'm buying a brand like Armani, it's an in-house movement, but Armani makes clothes, glasses, fashion brand. It's not a specific watch brand. Now you go to Rolex, it's like, no, this is a specific watch brand house that makes their own in-house movement. And now you're going into the world of luxury watches. This is mostly appreciated now by collectors. Again, when you're in this stage, you're now researching more, understanding more, doing more of your homework. So the other day, I went for lunch with one of my friends. He pulled the watch out of his bag. It was an MBNF. HM stands for Horological Machine number 9. This watch was limited of 1 of 33 in the world. And this watch is well over $200,000. When I saw this watch, I was just in awe. So for MBNF, you have to understand, like for him, these are horological machines. So he calls them machines. Then you have something called legacy machines, LMs. That's how he phrases this. So when you're looking at these watches now, you're looking at a different perspective of a watch. So now it's not about telling time. It's about the ideology, the creativity. And now it's an art piece. The other levels, I would say you're looking at a different perspective in terms of basically money and telling time and what you're getting in return. Here is just art piece where you're like, how did they come up with this idea? This is the final level. And now to answer the question I had asked you guys, what is the watch that is the most accurate for the longest time? And the answer is yes, believe it or not, quartz. And that's the beauty behind why people love quartz a lot in a lot of the simple movements, is because its level of accuracy. So even in a $200,000 watch like that, nothing will be as accurate as a quartz movement. So again, the reason I asked that question is for you to understand is it's not about being quote unquote perfect and having the perfect time. It's about creating the movement. Now this movement telling the time and how you're getting as close as possible. That's why, example, in the in-house movement, we have a plus or minus 6 seconds. And for them, that is, you get an accuracy certificate for that. So that's where it's at. So again, if you guys enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe. And if you're looking for any watches, please check out our website at bigmowatches.com. It'll be our pleasure to help you source and deliver watches here in Dubai. And thank you guys again for watching. Until next time, take care. Ciao.